Are we recording? Are we?
Wait. I think. Check it.
Yeah, we. No, that was last week's.
I'm probably do that an hour before from that one.
Say it again.
Nah, I'm talking about posting my stuff because I don't, Well, technically, like you said, we don't have no evidence. So
Yeah.
anybody.
Oh, damn, that was very loud. We're not on though, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see how we're on here. Let me see.
One person.
All right. Say it again.
You're listening to the sounds of the wait. The world according to Eli.
You are now.
You're listening to the sounds of the wait. The world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the number one podcast in the world. The world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Wait, and today we're gonna talk about
You're
LeBron
listening
possibly going to the Knicks. Everybody thinking that Westbrook should get traded out of OKC.
Facts.
And we got the Boston Yankee Red Sox rivalry going on. So we'll tell you who we think is gonna win that, and blah blah blah. My co-host, my dad.
What up, podcast world? Welcome to another episode of The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. How you doing this week, young
I'm
man?
doing good. I'm feeling excited.
All right.
Feeling
You
really
excited? I'm assuming that your team must be up. This
No. I'm just excited for the Western Conference, though.
Which your team will be involved with.
Yes,
Am I correct?
For the, I believe for the fourth or fifth time in a row.
For the fourth or fifth time in a row.
We've done it so many times. I'm so used to it now.
You've done it so many times. You guys are so good at it.
Basically.
All
So,
right, well, let's get down to the playoffs.
all right.
Since
So
that's what we're talking about.
So let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers in Toronto, since they're the first team to go to the third round or the sweep.
Well, let's clap that up.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. I know we didn't have a second round preview, but I had them sweeping them anyway.
Okay, you had Cleveland sweeping Toronto. I did not. The reason I did not was mainly because Toronto had a revamped team.
Okay.
They worked. Listen, they worked on
talk
their second unit. They was reducing the minutes of Kyle Lowry and DeRozan, and they were banking on the fact that the second unit, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, or his name is Ogun.
OG.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is what I call him. That's going to be his name from now on.
I just call him OG.
Okay, he thought that he was the one. He thought he was.
He's pretty good.
He was pretty good. Listen, let's clap that up for Obi-Wan Kenobi now.
Why? Why are we clapping that up?
I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Guarding LeBron is futile. Okay?
Okay.
And he did.
Time. I'm sorry. You just used a big word on me.
Futile. That means it's no chance for you to do anything about it.
Yeah.
All right? And I thought that he did a great job.
Uh-huh.
And because guarding him, you can't stop him. You can only try to contain him.
Yeah.
His confidence, he threw everything but LeBron at the kitchen sink.
Sure.
So with that being said, I'm going to clap that up for him because, he did a good job. And he was confident going in. That was his problem, though. Before the series started.
I was gonna get on to that, but yeah, before the series started, he was like, "Yeah, well, I think I can guard LeBron," and
Absolutely.
he's not that great of a player. And,
No, he didn't say that.
well, I'm paraphrasing.
But he was saying, he said, I think.
But what I'm reading, I'm reading through his lips. And
No, don't. That's fake news.
Yeah.
Don't start speculating. Don't do that.
That's like Boston just after beating Philly in Game 3, they was like, "Where LeBron at?"
Okay, that's them pre-setting that up. Set me up live here, please.
But what I'm saying is he got a little too confident.
He got a little too confident, a little too cocky early on.
actually, because of that, I think LeBron just went off.
Okay.
Especially in game 2.
Right,
He was
LeBron-
hitting every shot
LeBron heard
he
him.
possibly could.
LeBron heard him.
Took.
Right. The first game, because LeBron and them went 7 with the Pacers,
Right.
was the only game I felt Toronto had to win that game.
Okay, I agree with that, but I also feel like, too, with game 1, it made, because Cleveland went full 7 games, and technically, like, I feel like Toronto only went 5.
Toronto went 6.
6, but I just feel like they kind of should have won the game 5, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it made Cleveland a lot more sharper.
Well, I think,
Than Toronto.
yeah, Cleveland, that was a wake-up call. LeBron has never gone 7 games
Right,
in the first round.
Right,
So it kind of made his the rest of the players a little sharper.
right.
And it showed in the second series. But I did feel that they only had one chance, and that was game 1. They were supposed to pounce on LeBron in game 1,
Right.
right? And take game 1, and from there create,
Some pressure.
some pressure. When LeBron and them escaped with game 1,
And you had 3 opportunities to make a layup.
yeah,
You
when
didn't.
LeBron and them escaped with game 1, it pretty much was a wrap from there.
And
Because
then,
LeBron got rest and he went off in game 2. That's the game he was hitting all the fadeaways.
That he definitely did.
You know what I mean? So,
And here you go.
and then they got to Cleveland
Right, they got to Cleveland.
and it was over.
Yeah, definitely. And once LeBron went off in game 2 and hit like every shot he possibly can, and like just Kevin Love showed up and Kyle Korver showed up,
Yes.
we knew that they wasn't getting out of Cleveland.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with that being
And,
said,
and I remember you saying, you was like, yo, you might as well appreciate the fans now
absolutely.
before, because you ain't really coming back.
Because I didn't think that they had a chance to come back to Toronto. Unless
Right.
the NBA got funny and wanted to let Toronto steal a game. They almost stole game 3.
Yeah, okay, see, here you go again with this.
That's not conspiracy
reaching.
theory.
I'm not, no, but you're reaching on that. You kept telling me, oh, well, that was a bad call here and there, and NBA's trying to give the game to Toronto.
Yeah.
You're
Because
reaching.
the NBA doesn't make money in a 4-game series.
I understand that, but what do you, like, you're not going to let Toronto beat LeBron?
No, a game here and there. LeBron is still in control of the series. But winning a game or 2 makes the series a little bit more intriguing. Like, I think tonight, I don't want to jump the gun, but I think tonight, 76ers might win.
Okay, first of all, you keep saying tonight, and I keep telling you they play tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
They don't play tonight.
They don't play tonight. But with that being said, do you think they need to break up this team, Toronto?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think the coach needs to get fired? Or both?
And I don't want to sound
Could be
harsh
both.
on Dwayne Casey, but I feel like he should have been fired like at least 4 years ago.
4 years ago, come on, every year, to his credit, to Dwayne Casey's credit, the team has improved 7 years in a row. Let's clap that up, Dwayne. Clap that up. Every year they have improved. It's just they keep running into LeBron.
Okay, granted, in the last 3 years, you've lost 10 straight games.
Yeah,
To
that's
the
true.
same person.
True.
And
true,
the same team.
True. And that's
Mind you, they don't really have a superstar. They have all-stars around them.
okay. Yeah, but
'Cause I'm not considering DeRozan or Laurie a superstar.
what they both make the
They're
all-star
all-
team.
Exactly, because I just said they are all-stars.
Okay. You
Pointing
can
out
win
the
with
time.
all-stars. You can win with all-stars.
No, but you can't take. You're not gonna go super duper far. Besides 2015, when they went to the Eastern Conference, and you're not gonna win it. You're not gonna win a championship with those two.
With that too. Okay, so should they split them two up and fire the
Absolutely.
coach, or split them two up, keep the coach?
No.
Or everybody got to go. Got to clean house.
You got to clean house, and the coach got to
So
go.
which one do you keep? Do you keep
No, I don't
Lowry
keep-
or do you keep DeRozan?
If I had to choose, you mean, or just?
Yeah. Now he benched DeRozan in Game 3 in the fourth quarter.
And
You
then
don't bench your superstar
and then
no matter what.
DeRozan got ejected right
Yeah,
before the
DeRozan
fourth
got
quarter.
ejected for the fourth quarter, Game 4. He just didn't want to play no more. He argued. He's like, I'm ejected. I'm leaving. I meet y'all on the bus. He knew that was over.
I'm gonna go with DeRozan.
DeRozan is the more solid player. Remember 2 years ago, Lowry left the bench and went in the locker room.
Yeah, because he had...
For no apparent reason. He
Nah. I heard that he had like mental, not mental illness, but like maybe a headache or something.
He was having a breakdown. He didn't inform anybody. He just left in the middle of the game.
Right. Sort of like when Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, but Kevin Love had a legit.
Yeah, you have your headphones on backwards.
You do too.
Yeah. Oh, me too?
Yeah.
Oh, we are slow.
Okay. My bad.
Oh, because it says R for right, and L for left.
My bad.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right. Thanks, Michael, for that fix. Cause,
now we are officially back.
I thought he just meant
Thanks
like
to everybody on Facebook checking in. What up?
What's going
What
on?
up, Jason? My man Forrest.
I
What
thought.
I'm saying? Appreciate the. My man Jonathan Richard. You know, we got people out here in the chat.
I thought he meant your little left ear thing because you had it off.
Because I had it off, kind of doing a hip hop thing.
All right, so back to the conversation. I'm going with DeRozan. I forgot
Get
what I
rid
had
of
to say.
DeRozan.
Yeah.
And keep Lowry.
Yeah, but I think they should get rid of both of them.
Dude, what are you not?
No. You trade both of them, not to the same team.
What you gonna get for them?
I don't know. You try to figure. You in the East, you can probably get something. Because they both got to go. I'm sorry.
You also want Washington to trade Wall.
Oh, yeah. He got to go too.
All right. Now you're out of control.
Well, I'm not out of control.
So
I'm just saying about
trade.
Hold on.
Trade everybody from every team.
I'm not. Okay,
everybody who got eliminated gets traded.
No. Don't try to twist my words. Okay. Let's start off with the DeRozan thing.
Okay.
You kept them together from 2012
to
2018.
2018.
They got swept in 2012, I believe, or 2013 to Washington.
Washington swept them. Yeah, they get swept a lot.
They lost to Brooklyn the following year.
With Paul Pierce again. Paul Pierce beat them with Washington, and he beat them with Brooklyn.
Right, I think it was Brooklyn first.
Brooklyn first,
and then Washington.
Yeah.
Then 2014, they lost to somebody. It's a little foggy for me because
obviously they lose every year.
Yeah. Well, and then they lost 15 to 18 to LeBron.
Okay.
So clearly the deal is not working. Is it not? No, it's not.
What up, Dave? All right, that's what's good.
It's not working.
Okay, I'm all with change.
Okay, exactly.
But
you can't keep both of them because
I need value for the change.
All right, so get some. Do you trade?
I tell you what, I got a perfect trade. Why don't you trade Beal and Wall to Toronto for Lowry and DeRozan?
No, it's not worth it. Okay. And I don't like how you making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying. I mean,
my little points and my little.
It ain't easy to just trade.
I understand that, but they both have to do the same thing. Now with the Washington thing, I just think it has to be John Wall.
Okay.
I don't.
You think John Wall is like a virus?
Yeah, he has to go.
All right.
He has to go. All right. Let's talk about the Sixers avoiding a sweep.
All right, the Sixers were able to avoid the sweep of Boston. Really, that series, in a weird way, the Sixers could be up 3-1 in that series. Had they not made some mental mistakes. They made some mental mistakes down the stretch. The last 2 minutes of 2 games, they could have won. They made mistakes. Now they're going tomorrow. They're going into Boston.
Time out.
If they win that game, that series is going 7.
I agree on that last part. Game 3. Well, game 1 and 2, Boston destroyed them.
But they was up 20 in game 2 in Boston.
That they was.
They should have won that game.
That was on them.
That was on their coach.
And then game 3 was on them too because of the 2 bad passes.
Right, they had 2 bad passes.
So okay, now I'm thinking.
So at minimum, it could be even.
It should be like 2-2, right?
At minimum, which would now make that a very intriguing series.
Right.
I do think Boston pulls it out.
First of all, Boston has to win Game 5 because if they don't, it's gonna go 7, and I'm not gonna go against Philly at that point.
Well, that Boston has that mystique. The Boston Garden for years, it's tough to win a Game 7 in there unless you name LeBron.
But now you just lost 3 straight games, and it's a Game 7. I don't care where it's at.
But no, where the game is played is important. That's why people play for home court advantage. Boston Garden, they rocking all the legends to be at the game.
You know what it is?
Tough.
I feel like, and I don't know why I keep doubting this coach because he's a great coach. I'm talking about Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens, great coach.
But they don't have that star power.
Who?
But
Neither one of the teams have the star power. Embiid and Ben Simmons
and
are potential stars.
Ben is starting to irritate me because he can't shoot.
I think Ben's limitations
Like he
have
has
been
everything,
exposed in this series.
He has everything he acquires in terms of rebounding, passing. He's like a little mini, like a Brian or Magic or whatnot.
Well, I think,
But he just has to shoot. It's like the same thing with Giannis. Giannis is a big dude,
but he can't shoot.
but he can't shoot.
But you know what? Young players can develop a shot. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
you gotta
Over a
have to-
year or two, but we're in the quickening now, and more
'cause-
teams are expecting things faster.
Because this.
I think they was playing better without Joel Embiid.
Okay, I was gonna bring that up.
Because they spread the floor, right?
Their offensive efficiency goes down when he's on the court.
Absolutely.
Because his speed is terrible.
He's too slow to guard people out on the. Horford is running by him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scary Terry Rozier is running by him.
Yeah.
And they played a more open game, a more
Right.
open style game
Right.
when he was hurt, when he got his face hurt.
Right.
So now they're trying to adjust to find ways to feed him. And remember, it's all about matchups. Against Boston, they probably be better going small and spreading out the floor with their shooters.
Definitely.
So, but I do think I'm going to go on a limb and pick them to win tomorrow.
You going with Philly?
I'm going with Philly tomorrow in a close game. I think them inserting Donnelly into the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And he is the same size as Terry Rozier, and he's giving Rozier a few problems. Go kill the head of the snake. If they take the point guard out, I think it forces other people. Remember,
Like Tatum,
Jaylen Brown is not 100%. He's
Right.
not. He's trying to get back in shape. And I think they can steal a game. And if they get back to Philly with Meek Mill and Kevin Hartnell in the crowd, and they're rocking, this could be a long series.
On top of that,
So believe it or not, it's more pressure on Boston tomorrow
tomorrow.
than it is Philly. Philly playing with house money now.
Definitely. Yeah, I have nothing to really say because that you was on point with that. All right. So Houston and
What up, Almighty KG? I see you in there, baby. Peace.
you ready now? You ready?
I'm ready. Let's
Okay.
get it done.
All right. Houston and Golden State's up 3-1 tonight.
Both of those teams are up 3-1.
Both of those teams are up 3-1. They have a chance to close out at home. Let's start off with the Houston series first because I just
Right.
Okay, but my thing is I wasn't really impressed with the last two games because they were both like blowouts.
Uh-huh.
But I was impressed with what Mitchell said after the game.
What did he say?
He said like I believe he said like if that's what it takes to get MVP,
right,
then
so be it.
yeah.
He was taking a shot at James Harden getting all of these calls, but James Harden been getting calls.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You kind of have to like I understand his frustration, but you also have to kind of
All right, bring them on camera. Who's them? Everybody keeps saying bring them on camera. I don't know. Is the camera not on? The camera is on. Can y'all see me? Can you go to my Facebook page, T, and tell me if you see what's going on? We multicasting. So go ahead.
Okay. And I feel like he just needs to kind of figure that out.
Right. But as a rookie, he's already playing amazing. In 4 or 5 years, he will get calls. You know what I mean? He's not getting calls now
because of his body contact.
Right, but he is getting calls. Okay, he is getting calls. But you're not going to get so many calls as a rookie.
Right.
James Harden has been in this league and has earned the right to get certain calls. He gets a lot of calls.
And your team is just even if you did try to figure that, you're still going to lose in the series.
Yeah, because you're facing a better team.
Right.
Houston is
clearly
a better team.
Not OKC. OKC had big holes in their armor that you exploited.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna do it.
And that biggest hole you exploited was named Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Melo.
But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. And then Golden State.
So I expect both of these teams to close out tonight.
Yeah. Golden State is playing tonight, Game 5
against the Pelicans. Pelicans
gave us a whipping in Game 3. Not gonna lie.
If the Pelicans keep pace, meaning they have to play almost at a faster pace than Golden State, but then you're playing in the Golden State hands because they got the better shooters.
Right.
But the only chance you have to win is to play fast.
Right.
Like they played fast in Game 3.
And Game 2.
and Game 2. They played fast in both of those games, and they almost won Game 2, sort of.
And then Anthony Davis kind of disappeared in Game 4.
I'm disappointed in Anthony Davis from the standpoint of he's letting Draymond Green horse him down there. He's letting Draymond Green pull him off his spot.
Right.
Every time he dribbles, Draymond Green steals the ball, whereas Kevin Durant is more of a perimeter player. He can dribble. His crossover is slow motion, but because it's effective, because you're looking at the top of his body, and then he crosses you over, and he can clearly shoot over you. Anthony Davis has a shot, but I thought they would be more effective with him on the block, and he's not producing the way he should. He should get 40 a game on Draymond Green. Draymond Green is too small a guard.
Okay, but he's very crafty with his ability.
He's crafty if you dribble. If you 7 feet, as Anthony Davis is, you catch the ball high, you turn and you shoot. It's nothing Draymond can do about that. But if you're going to be boosh, dribbling, Draymond Green going to pull a chair from under you. They got that little crafty
Or just swoop around.
Or just swoop around you and take the ball. And if you're asking for the ball here with your hands on the low block, he's going to jump the route.
Okay, right. So we were both upset because Rondo was giving him the touches that he needed. And Rondo was giving him the touches that he needed.
Right. Rondo.
And it seemed like it just all kind of
and I noticed
up.
his hands were not that good.
Oh,
Rondo was hitting him with some bullet passes, and Anthony Davis was just dropping the ball.
Right, because there was too many. There was a lot of times when him and Minkovic or Merkovich was like just laying it up to the rim and they just missed.
You know what I mean? So they're not ready. I think they do need Boogie Cousins. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait, but
I changed my mind. I do that from time to time. It's not against the law to change your mind.
It's just annoying when you do it like every 2 days.
Yeah, I do it every 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I do it every 2 days. I change my mind, but it's my right to do so.
Go ahead. So what did you change your mind?
I'm saying I saw the way they was playing against the Blazers with Merkovich, spreading the floor, giving Anthony Davis the space he needed to operate, right? And I said him and Boogie Cousins almost play the same position, and Merkovich provides Anthony Davis to work. But in a tough series against Golden State, they need Cousins. They just need Cousins. Okay. Cousins will go down there. I tell you what, Draymond Green would get punked by Cousins because Cousins ain't having that.
So would KD.
Right? And so would KD. You see what I'm saying? They scared of Cousins, and the bully on the block is not there, so they're taking advantage of the situation.
Okay, I will. First of all, on the first series, like I said, I don't take Portland seriously. I never did.
Okay.
So that one was kind of just an underlier to, better matchup for Pelicans.
Peace Hazel was good.
The DeMarcus Cousins, I will say that would force us to go 7 games, no question.
Okay.
Because
that would give them a puncher's chance. If you get to a game 7, you have a puncher's chance.
But, I do think they're going to have to figure out, I will say they will have to try to figure out the DeMarcus Cousins situation because I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if he's going to take that low cut.
Well, they're going to underpay him because he had the Achilles injury. So
and
now,
he won't really, like you said, he won't really be back until like March.
He won't be back until April. And then he won't even be 100%. You got to go 2 years for a full 100%. So
yeah. So do you think they should just trade him then?
So depending if LeBron wants to pick him up.
Okay. No.
Use him at a later date.
No.
If LeBron wants to buy time.
Every trade got to involve LeBron.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying as a normal trade, just to like a really decent team like the Bucks or something.
LeBron is decent. Yeah. LeBron is a decent player.
No,
I would like to play with LeBron. Hey, LeBron, the guys you playing with now can't be much better than me. I can hit a jumper. I ain't never seen a shot I don't like. Okay?
I ain't do.
All right, what else we got?
We have, actually, no, we're going to talk about LeBron anyway.
Oh, yeah, word is, hit me with the word.
Cantor had a video.
Cantor from the New York Knicks had a video.
Right. I can't remember his first name, but I know his
last name. Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter, right. had a video trying to persuade. Well, he threw his shot to come to New York.
So he threw his shot for LeBron to come to New York. Let's clap that up. LeBron in New York. Y'all can't hear that on Facebook. We have a little audio clap.
I get it because they have David Fitz down now.
Fizdale, okay, he used to coach LeBron in Miami. Yeah.
They can possibly trade Porzingis to get Kawhi
Porzingis for Kawhi would be a nice look.
because he is coming off an ACL tear and he won't be back until March or April.
Yep.
So it's gonna be pointless like that. And then you can, save a bit. I'm pretty sure they have enough cap space to sign LeBron.
If they trade Kawhi, because I would trade Porzingis. I'm sorry, he's a 7-foot giraffe. He's a 7-foot giraffe who's a unicorn, as KD said. But give me Kawhi Leonard a two-way play any day of the week. And watch this. LeBron is already talking to Paul George. They already got something going. We don't know what it is. Let's say the Knicks pull a move and take Porzingis and for Kawhi, and LeBron tells Paul George, me and you play, neither one of us take the max contract. So now you got Paul George,
Kawhi.
LeBron James, and Kawhi Leonard in New York. I'm getting season tickets.
Side note, do they give away that pick?
And you give away the pick. Who cares? Give me those three players. I can get somebody. LeBron is the point guard, right? You don't need a point guard.
Okay, but I also told you in his third phase of his career, he cannot play point guard. Or point forward. Sorry.
Have you been watching LeBron?
No. I'm not saying.
LeBron could do anything he want to do, especially in the East.
But I specifically told you to.
But let me ask you this question. How dope would the East be to have Boston back on the rise, Philly on the rise, and now New York on the rise? Let's clap that up.
That'd be dope.
That'd be dope, right?
Okay. Are you finished talking so I can talk?
Yeah, it's your show. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Okay. What I was trying to say was, with his third phase in his career, because his next contract will be his last.
Okay.
For the most part.
Right.
Depending on if he wants to take one deal or max deal, I don't really care.
Right.
He needs to have young players around him, which is Kawhi and Paul George, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And they just need to have
Tim Hardaway, they still have him.
Right, they still have him. I feel like he doesn't need to be a point forward anymore. I think that takes a lot more energy out of him than it should.
Yeah.
And I think he should probably. I don't really know what to like.
But imagine he just became the point guard. Let's say he morphed into Magic Johnson now. So now he got rebounders.
See, here's the thing. He's already Magic Johnson in his phase too.
Okay, but he has to do so much in Cleveland. He has to rebound. He has to assist.
Okay,
he has to score.
Because he doesn't have to do that much in New York with Kawhi and Paul George, he doesn't also have to be the point guard.
So let's say his only job was to be a point guard. 2 up, 2 down. Now he got defenders on the wing. He can last another 5-6 years at a top level.
Oh my God! I just told you.
Did you just say that?
No, I just told you not to do that.
What's wrong with doing that?
Because I told you he's gonna waste his energy doing that in his third phase.
So let me ask you something, Eli, Mr. Bright Man. What exerts more energy, grabbing rebounds and defending and pounding dudes on the low post, or running the point?
I didn't say he needed to be a power forward. I'm just saying.
Gotta be something. It's gotta be something.
All right, so move him to the.
I got Paul George at the
No, make him
3.
Hold on, no.
I got Kawhi at the 2.
No, time. You put.
And LeBron at the 1.
Okay.
Ooh. Big dreamers. For you New York fans, that would be crazy. Paul George is a killer. Facts. If you put him in the right scenario.
Let's say he goes to Houston, right? He doesn't need to be the point guard. He can all he needs to do is block and rebound. No, not even block.
That takes more energy.
That's a lot of energy.
I'm sorry.
And defend.
I'm sorry, people. I got these LeBron stands in my corners so they can't see
that was
my
very
thinking.
Disrespectful. Very.
They really can't because they just keep shutting me down because LeBron's the GOAT, which I'm also going to make an announcement today.
I'll be waiting for that announcement.
Since we're already into this transition.
You ready to make the announcement?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Eli has an announcement to make.
Cameras on you.
Cameras on you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So I was watching the second round of playoffs, and I saw LeBron destroying the baby dinosaurs for like the 10th time in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little stat line came up that showed that apparently he is the most, statistically speaking, the most clutch player, like, ever. I don't want to say ever, but, like, he's more clutch than, like, Kobe, Mike.
He's hit more playoff clutch shots than
Yeah.
Kobe and Mike combined.
There we go. That's the one I
That's
was
the
looking-
stat he's talking about.
I went to stat. I was
Right.
looking for.
Yeah.
And then I saw him hit like a bunch of like rainbow shots that just looked like impossible to hit. And I've been like I've gone through 3 phases of like LeBron for me. So I've started out hating him
Mm-hmm.
to liking him to now I love him on and off the court.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, stat-wise speaking.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to put it. Stat-wise speaking. Yeah.
Okay, because
I
I'm
like
not
that.
trying to say this word fully.
I get it. That's dope.
He is the greatest player of all time.
Whoa. You're gonna have to slow down and say that
No,
again.
no.
I don't think our people out there.
I'm not. No, let's not get this twisted. I'm not gonna. He is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Stat-wise speaking. Okay.
Oh, stat-wise speaking, you're trying to throw a backhanded.
No. I stated that before.
A backhanded diss.
That's not a backhanded diss.
Either he's the GOAT or he's not. Which one is it?
He is the GOAT.
Let's clap that up.
Okay.
That's a big announcement for Eli, because Eli don't really rock with LeBron like that. He don't.
You threw off my thought.
I threw off your thought. We was talking about LeBron
Right,
being the
we're talking
GOAT.
about LeBron being the GOAT, and then it's taken me about, let's say, 8 to 10 years.
For you to be convinced.
Yeah, because I'm a Kobe guy.
Yeah.
That's still, don't
Kobe's
get me wrong, Kobe's still gonna be my favorite player of all time.
Okay, Kobe's good. Yeah, Kobe's good. He's good.
But
He ain't LeBron, but he's good. He's good. He's
can you
good.
let me speak? Why are you cutting me off today?
Speak, young man. Speak.
Stop you. Anyway, yeah, but I'm officially putting him over Kobe.
Okay, that's
I'm
big.
gonna just have to, because I'm tired of going. Every time I doubt this man, he proves me wrong. So I'm tired of it. So I'm just gonna. And I've been ever since he joined Miami, I've always had my hand on the wagon. I never fully jumped in. Now I'm gonna just jump in.
Okay, I like that.
It's
I
2018.
like that.
It's 2018.
It takes
so,
a big man to admit when somebody else can get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
just can't do it anymore.
Yeah. What else we got?
We have Rodney Hood.
Now Rodney Hood refused to go in the game. His role was diminished by Coach Lou for Game 4. But yet, when the team got up 30, he refused to go in the game. There was 7 minutes left in the game, and that's going to cause problems because word on the street is that he's not a very good teammate. That's how Houston got him. I mean, Cleveland got him in the first place.
Wait, overall?
I heard even in Utah, he had problems. So he was damaged goods, and we got fleeced.
I thought he was So they got fleeced again.
Yeah, we've been getting fleeced up and down with this Kyrie Irving trade.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it fleeced or is it finessed?
Finessed,
That's-
fleeced,
you
it's
use
all
that
the same thing.
Okay,
It's all the
alright,
same thing.
alright, I'm just double
So
checking.
we got fleeced, and as a result of that, we have a 6'8" wing guy who can shoot the three and defend, who don't want to play. And that's a problem because each series requires different people to come and step
Right.
forward. I heard he is going to apologize to the team
Right.
for his behavior because with 7 minutes left in the game, sometimes that's the perfect opportunity to get in the game and hoist up some shots. I saw Steph Curry do it in the 15 finals with LeBron.
Right.
Remember, Dellavedova had shut him down for 3 games, or so they said. And then at the end of game 3, he got about 4 or 5 3-pointers to go, and it got him loose.
Oh yeah. Then
Cleveland still won the game,
and then he boogied on.
and then he started
boogied on,
boogieing for the rest of that series. So sometimes,
Side note, that's still the illest, one of the illest point guard final.
yeah. He put something on it. He was in his bag.
Continue.
And so I thought Rodney Hood was very unprofessional. I will get on the phone with Tyrone Lue a little later, and we'll discuss his role further on.
So trouble in paradise, huh?
A little trouble in paradise. We up 4-0, and you don't want to go in the game and play. That's not a good look. But I'm also hearing.
Yeah. So NBA executives have had a little meeting.
Little meeting.
I don't know. I mean, I know it's voting and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But they voted that OKC should trade Russell Westbrook,
Yes. And
which is 100%.
so
true.
what do you think about it? You think Russell Westbrook should be traded?
Absolutely.
Is he the modern day Allen Iverson where you know he's going to get you buckets?
He's a stat. I mean,
Stat pattern.
stat pattern.
Yeah. He pads his stats.
I mean, LeBron does it too, but LeBron makes people around him better.
Yeah, LeBron cloaks
LeBron can
how he
do-
passes stats.
Right. LeBron can do both at the same time.
Absolutely.
Like,
He can get his numbers and get his doubles.
right. Like, I remember game 3 or game 4,
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Casey was like, I need him to just be a scorer. Okay. I dropped 40 on you,
Right.
and I had 18 assists.
Right. So,
Do both.
what do you think? You think Westbrook should be traded? He, they
Absolutely.
took a chance on him.
No question. I don't know where you're gonna trade him to, but
No, there'll be plenty of suitors.
No,
because
don't get me wrong.
he
But I
puts
just don't
people
know.
in the seats.
I just don't know like how much value. Like I don't know if you're gonna get 4 players for him, like a couple draft picks. But it all depends. But yeah, no question, he has to go. And buy out Melo because he wants to go too.
Yeah, Melo.
And Paul George won't be there because he's gonna go to LA.
Yeah, so they'll be rebuilding in OKC
Yeah. And
with the 4 pieces that they'll get.
Yeah, and I like Presley.
Yeah,
And-
Pressey, the one mistake Pressey made was
Not going over the
had
tax
he
for,
kept
for
Hardaway. Or
Harden,
Harden.
right? Not going over the tax for him.
He could have had Harden and they could have maybe squeezed Russell out and had Harden and Durant. And Harden and Durant looks more viable to win a title than Westbrook. So he took a chance instead of going
And
over
then
the luxury
you would
tax.
also have Reggie Jackson as your full point guard.
And you would have Reggie Jackson as your bona fide point guard. So Pressey's good, but I think he made a few mistakes. And the one mistake he made was the Harden mistake.
They were on the same team.
Yeah, they would have had a super team. They would have had Golden State.
Yeah.
Right? They were all, and he had Serge Ibaka. So he had a lot of pieces in there, and he gambled on Westbrook, and I think it won't pay off.
Iman Chess said the coach is the problem.
Say it again?
No, it's not. It's
Iman in the chat said the coach is the problem.
no, that's not. That's
Well, he's
not
had a couple of coaches, Westbrook, and each coach is presented with the same problem.
right.
And that's,
Billy,
go ahead.
Billy does deserve like half of it,
Mm-hmm.
but the other half has to go to Westbrook, Melo, and Paul George
Right, for not
No,
making it work on the
for
court.
not making it work on the court. And also because nobody's had the guts to tell Westbrook to chill out.
Right.
It's like, what do you want me to do?
Westbrook runs the asylum.
The whole thing.
So therefore, any coach that comes in, minus a Hall of Fame coach.
Right, like Popovich would have sat him.
Yeah, Popovich would have sat him and
then traded him later.
I feel like it was the fans' fault because when Kevin Durant left, they said, "Oh, he got to average a triple double."
well, again,
Oh yeah.
that's true too. But the fans had to get behind Westbrook because that's all they had.
Right. at the
Wherever
time,
you trade Westbrook to, he's going to have plenty of takers because he puts people in the seats. But if you're trying to win a championship, Westbrook is not the guy.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
no question.
You're listening to the sounds of the wait. The world according to Eli.
Okay, so we're gonna jump forward to the third round
Third round.
because we're gonna assume
Yes.
that Houston wins tonight.
Right,
Golden
we can
State wins
assume-
tonight.
right.
And then hopefully Boston wins on Wednesday.
So we're going to make our predictions for the third round.
Right. So let's start off with Boston and Cleveland. They're gonna go to Boston.
Right. They have home court advantage. I'm going to take Cleveland in 6. I think they have
Do you-
no...
Do you win the first game?
I think we can go in there and win the first game. LeBron can win anywhere.
Right.
And now that he has his supporting cast playing better, I think he presents matchup problems for Boston. Even though Boston can throw Jaylen Brown at him, they can throw Tatum at him, they can throw Morris at him,
Yeah.
they can throw Marcus Smart.
Right.
But the chess game is between LeBron and Brad Stevens.
Definitely.
That's the chess match.
Definitely. And I know for a fact Brad is going to also rely on his bench players outplaying your bench players.
Absolutely. And I think it's going to be a rock 'em
Because
sock 'em.
if I can have LeBron just go off, but my bench players outplay his, I'll take that back.
And he'll take that opportunity. I just think LeBron is the way he's playing now, he gets the job done. And it'll be 6. Even if it goes 7, LeBron is the type of player that can go into Boston
Right.
on a game 7 and go 40, 15, and 9
Right.
and get the job done. And I don't know anybody on Boston who can go 40, 15, and 9.
Right.
And the key to it is Kevin Love has found his stroke now.
Right.
So he presents problems down low.
If I'm Al Horford, I gotta try to. I don't want to say get in his head. Well, yeah, get in his head.
Well, you're not gonna get in Kevin Love's head. You know what I mean? Kevin Love has been in the league a long time.
No. Well, let's say foul trouble. If I can get him into foul trouble.
Right. And
like,
also
get him like 3 fouls in like a 2-minute span.
And the other key is George Hill. He's another ball handler.
Right. He has to try to outplay.
When he's on the floor, and he's bigger than Terry. So
Right.
Terry's going to have some problems guarding him.
Yeah,
Terry
no
is
question.
faster, so he may be able to skate on Hill. But the extra ball handler out there for LeBron mean LeBron can go off the ball sometime.
Right.
And I think he gets it done in 6.
I have LeBron and the Cavaliers in 7.
Okay.
I think this is gonna go 4-7.
Mhm.
I think you're gonna win game 1, they'll win game 2, and then we'll go on from there. If it's somehow Philly, real quick, I think y'all would win like in 5.
Yeah, if it's Philly, I'm going to say 6-2. I think they can, and we have no answer for Embiid, and they would plop him down in the middle and force.
I'm taking LeBron over Ben because Ben is still a rookie.
Absolutely, and Ben has already shown there's certain limitations
And it's
to his
going to be
game.
the same thing that I mentioned before, which is their bench players over your bench players.
Yeah, and remember, Tyronn Lue is an old school coach, so he's going to go with a 8-man rotation.
Right.
That's his 5 starters. He'll bring Tristan, Corver, or somebody. It'll be a very small bench because you only trust your veterans the further you get down the stretch.
And like the main event, fight night type of thing.
Oh, the main event. This will be more exciting than the finals when Houston goes against the Pelicans. Yes, it will.
Hold on.
Houston goes against
I
the Warriors.
was about to.
My bad. Houston and the Warriors in a 7-game rock'em sock'em fight.
I think we've been overhyping this for the whole season, and it's not going to be that good.
Okay, wait.
Okay, so
Do you mean like
means
hold
the
on,
Rockets are gonna lose?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Bad?
5.
Ooh. I persuaded him to the dark side.
You brought him over to the dark side.
I persuaded.
You think Golden State is gonna knock off Houston in 5 games in the Western Conference Finals?
That's why he's my.
I picked Golden State in 6. I say
They're both
Houston.
going to disappear.
Harden
Harden
and
and
Pair.
Ingram.
Wow, both of them gonna
Both of
disappear.
them. And then people still going to make the argument for James Harden to be MVP when LeBron.
Yeah, when LeBron's gonna be killing it. Yeah, no question.
And LeBron takes a team of nobodies to the finals.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, if LeBron takes a team of nobodies to the finals, he's the GOAT.
He's a go. I already stated that today. So yeah, speaking of that, I also agree with Malcolm.
That's what I saw in my head movies.
That's what he
You saw 5 games?
I saw 5 mainly because if we win, whether we win game 2 or game 1, I don't really care. But we're gonna win both our home games. We haven't lost in home since.
And that's why I said
16.
they win 1 in their building, and then I say they win game 5 in their own building. They're not going to lose a game 5 in their building. That's why I said 6 games.
Yeah, well, 3-1. I mean, I'm gonna go off. Like I said, I'm gonna go with 5. I think Curry outplays Paul, and I think we'll let James Harden eat. They don't have the X factor like Draymond Green. Don't get me wrong, Capella's a beast, but he's not like that antic type of dude that kind of gets under your skin. He's just a big body. They don't have a player on their team to guard Kevin Durant. So
they definitely don't. That's going to be...
And I think Iguodala and Sean Livingston outplay, not Gordon, but I think they outplay PJ Tucker and...
I think we're all in agreement there.
Green.
So we'll see...
and I guarantee you, they're not winning both games.
We'll see Golden State Warriors in Cleveland, and it'll be another sweep. Or a gentleman's sweep. LeBron will win a game. Maybe 2. Just because he's LeBron.
I said it last year, and I'm going to say it again. When we beat Houston, because I'm tired of these critics saying that we're going to lose to Houston, because it's not going to happen. When we beat Houston, we will sweep Cavaliers.
Yeah, and that's the way that's going to
They're
go.
not gonna sweep.
Yeah, they're going to sweep them.
You're listening to the sounds of the wheat, the world according to Eli.
Real quick, what do you think of Stan Van Gundy with the fire?
Oh, Stan Van Gundy being fired in Detroit. I'm hearing that they're trying to get Isaiah Thomas. or Chauncey Billups
I would like that move.
as the president. And I think that would be a great move. Both of those players know a lot of players and still in touch with today's game.
Right.
And as a result of that, hey, Lasagna, what's going on? How are you? As a result, if they can get one of those guys in there as the president, I believe they have a chance.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I don't like the fact that they fired Van Gundy.
No, I think it was a mutual parting because he had 1 year left on his contract.
Oh, okay. So
So-
I didn't know he was with them for like 4 years.
Because they wanted to tell him, we just want you to coach. And I think he wanted to be able to buy the groceries and cook the meal, as they say in that realm.
Because I think Chauncey or Isaiah Thomas is not going to be the president and head coach.
No. They're going to be the president, and they're going to want to hire their own head coach.
Right.
Most presidents want to bring their own man in.
It'd be dope if he had Chauncey Billups
As the coach?
Yeah, as a coach.
Oh, I don't think Chauncey wants to be a coach. That's too much wear and tear. Chauncey
No,
got
I
a
think-
cushy job on ESPN.
But I think Chauncey didn't really want to be the coach with LeBron's team.
No, they tried to lowball him. They tried to offer him $2 million or something.
Right.
Had they paid him adequately, I think he would have stayed there, and he may have been able to get Paul George or somebody out the deal. But that's neither here or there.
Right. Speaking of MLB news, we have Boston.
My man Jason said Houston's taking home that cup, son. So all that stuff you talking is trash. Son.
What was his name, Jason?
My man Jason Forrest, yeah.
I don't know what you're seeing,
Oh,
but just know
shots, Jason, shots.
I don't trust your boy Chris Paul. Don't really like him. I love, not as a player. And until you tell me who can guard Kevin Durant, I'll wait. I mean,
All right, so you heard that, Jason.
it's still gonna be either 5 or 6 games.
5 or 6 games.
Once we go to
That's what my man said. I'm gonna agree with him.
You ain't coming back on the other side.
I want to see Houston put that work in. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, these two, of course they do, because they
I don't
hate
know.
us.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to see it, but
Oh God, done it. It's 2-1 Yankees. We just gave them like a home run.
Are we winning or losing now?
We're winning. It's 2-1.
Okay, we winning
Top of the
2-1.
fifth.
We're 2-1, top of the fifth. Yankees are going against Boston. That's the series of the week.
How is this rivalry in this generation? Because I know it was like litty back then.
I think it's renewing itself because we threw blows.
yeah.
In the series when we went to
That's right.
Boston. We had smoke.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So hands was thrown.
Right.
So that renews it. Now they in the Boogie Down Bronx playing.
Right.
And both teams are good. Boston is 25-9. The Yankees are 24-10. So they only got us by a game. And
we have to win this game. And our reliever, not our aces, but our relief
our
pitchers
release have to hold up.
have to hold the lead.
Yeah.
You can't be having a 5-point lead and then barely smacking a home run over the field.
In the 8th and 9th inning to
and
get the job done,
yeah,
to bail
right.
us out. Yeah. Also, my man Albert Pujols
Right.
got his 3,000th hit. Let's clap that up.
Yeah.
He's still playing. Yeah. He got he's with the Angels. Him, Trout, and they got the Japanese guy out there now doing it.
And speaking of Japanese,
Speaking of Japanese,
what's the player?
show.
No, not the rookie. I'm talking about the legend. The one who used to play with-
Ichiro. Ichiro
yeah.
has been demoted or promoted. It's all depending how you see it. They
Right.
took him off the field and they gave him a cushy job up in the office as a part of management.
I like
because it's
like
time for. He's only hitting 207 and he's a hitting expert.
And he's 44.
And he's 44 years old. It's time to chalk that up.
Time to fuck.
But we like Ichiro. We'll clap that up. I think he won a title with the Yankees that year.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he won a chip.
Yes, he did.
And he was already a legend in Japan, and then he came here and became a legend. So he's a legend in two hemispheres.
Right.
Facts.
Okay, on some NFL news. Mark Ingram, the running back for the Saints.
Yep, St. Louis. I mean,
New Orleans Saints.
Right. Called with PED.
performance enhancing drugs.
Right.
Performance enhancing drugs. Ouch.
Yeah.
So he was
will
on
be
steroids.
That could be like testosterone.
Yeah, he's
True,
on.
true,
So
true,
all
true,
them
true.
yards he got, he was bigger and
Sure.
stronger than everybody
So
else.
I pulled up his stats.
That's a Heisman Trophy winner. He don't need steroids.
Really? So why was he on PEDs?
It was probably something he didn't know he was taking.
I would much rather he was on marijuana because it's the off season. If they,
Right.
all right, he was smoking a little weed in off season.
But he'll be suspended for 4 games. I have his 2011 to 2017. I'm just gonna pick it from 2015.
Okay.
He had 166 attempts. Had 769 yards.
Okay, so he wasn't a 1,000-yard rusher. That's the benchmark, 1,000 yards.
This is in 2015 now.
Uh-huh.
He averaged about 4.6, and then he had 6 touchdowns. And
That was before he was on steroids. Now prove my point.
And he received 50 yards. 2016, he had 205 attempts, 1,043 yards.
On steroids, probably.
Yeah.
See how the numbers jump? Niggas his steroids, the numbers jump.
I think he was sharing the ball though.
And sharing steroids.
He averaged 5.1.
Okay.
He had 6 touchdowns again, and his longest his receiving yards.
Just give me last year's stats.
Okay, last year's was 230, 10 to 230 touches, 1,124 yards.
Definitely steroids.
Averaged 4.9, and then he had about 12 touchdowns.
See, from 6 touchdowns to 12, steroids will do that for you.
Yeah. So I just had to pull him up because I have his stats right now. If he gets off it and
and then his numbers drop. So
and his numbers drop.
So we're gonna be watching him closely this year.
Yeah,
but remember, he will be missing 4 games, so we can't judge him on a 16-game schedule.
Right.
All right, so keep that in mind.
Right.
And
Matt Ryan got paid $100 million.
Let's clap that up.
Dollars in 5 years.
$100 million to throw a piece of leather. All right. We raising our kids wrong. You better get your 4-year-old kid out there. Daddy, I want to watch cartoons. Shut up. Get out here and throw them spirals.
Yeah, for 5 years. I think that was a big move because, Yeah,
your quarterback, you got to keep your quarterback happy.
Got to keep the quarterback happy.
So they extended his contract. Got $100 million.
Yeah.
That's not a bad look.
It's not bad. I don't know what these 5 years hold for them.
Uh-huh.
But, we'll see.
Okay, but they weren't too bad last year. They made the playoffs.
They wasn't too bad, yeah.
They made in Atlanta. When you make the playoffs, that's like the Super Bowl. So,
Right.
They made the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
They literally made the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They were up 28-3. Ooh, baby, and everybody was smiling on the sidelines. And then that kid Brady got to work.
I was going to say, excuse me?
Yeah, Brady got to work.
Thank you.
He was panicking too.
Yes, I was. I ain't gonna lie. That was disgusting.
I kept my cool.
Yeah.
You was too quiet for me. I didn't like that.
Kept my cool.
But go ahead. Anyway, speaking of the Patriots, I heard that what's the lead reporter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Gronkowski is gonna restructure his contract.
Restructure his contract. I think we're looking
to
for
stay with the Patriots
for $8 million.
Let's clap that up. It's a lot of bread. And they probably give him a little something on the back end.
Right.
Clean that
up. I
up.
don't know why this was a big deal, but apparently it was.
Well, maybe he was threatening to leave. So let's talk culture a little bit.
You're listening to the sounds of the wheat. The world according to Eli.
All right. So, how you want to start off with the movie first, or how you want?
No. Let's start off with Nicki Minaj releases or gives us the release date of her new album.
Right, and it's called Queen. I found that.
It's called Queen.
It's called Queen.
Clap that up, June 15th. If you.
What are your expectations for the like? And I'm not talking about just normal. I'm talking about like, are we gonna like?
Well, she hasn't missed in terms of she has a built-in audience of Barbies now, and if she provides them with quality music, she'll do well.
Right.
She'll do well.
Post
Malone breaks
broke
J. Cole's record, right?
Yeah, with the
Now J. Cole just set the record last week.
Right.
That's why streaming numbers.
This is why these streaming numbers are out of control. This is way out of control.
Right.
I got to give Eli credit. That's gonna be Houston's issue. Right. Jason got back to you. He said that's gonna be the issue with Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, Durant, he's gonna be the unsolvable puzzle.
And do you really trust Chris Paul? I'm not talking about James Harden. James Harden gonna drop 40 on us every game. But do you trust Chris Paul?
I do.
I don't trust him.
He's never been. This will be rarefied air.
You don't trust James Harden?
He gets small sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. That beard shrinks.
The streaming services. Granted, like I said last week, I love his album,
Mhm.
but I don't think it should have quickly broken.
Well,
J.
he has
Cole's-
more singles in the top 20
Right.
than J. Cole did last week. And, you know, this streaming stuff is really overrated. I don't know
Right.
who's really listening and who's...
It's like home runs in the steroid era.
Right.
Yeah, it's like home runs
Right.
in the... Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's definitely like home runs in the steroid era.
Okay, and
Lastly but not least,
lastly but not least,
we went to go see
we went to go see the Avengers.
The Avengers. Clap that up. If you ain't seen it, too bad for you. This is a spoiler alert. Hey, Majay, Peace Queen, how are you? Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning in. My man Jabari, you already know what it is. Peace.
I'm gonna let y'all know if y'all haven't seen it yet. Leave now.
If
for
you
we-
haven't
yeah, 'cause
seen
this
The
is gonna be
Avengers,
short,
yeah, we going in. It's
yeah.
time.
They're the fastest film to $1 billion in 11 days. They broke one of the Star Wars
movies?
Force Awakens.
Yeah,
Let's clap that up.
got that to 11 days.
Fastest to $1 billion. I like that.
They're breaking all of DC's records.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, I'm not really surprised by that.
Smashing
those
those
records as well.
Yeah.
And they're smashing their own records.
Right. And overall, Thanos kicked
But,
yeah,
Thanos is like Suge Knight.
right.
Thanos is the Suge Knight of villains.
And I don't know if I'm stretching with this, but to me, he's like one of my top 3 villains right now.
Give me your top 3 villains of all time.
Joker.
The
with
Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yeah, that was mean.
Tom Hardy with Bane.
Bane was serious business.
And Thanos.
Okay, who else you got?
No, I gotta show you something.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna agree with those 3 bad dudes, but Thanos
And
was crazy.
yeah, and just like the people that died in the movie, it felt like bad. Also, Groot's last words was "Dad."
Groot's last words were "Dad."
Well, who was he talking to?
So is
Rabbit.
Rocket.
Rocket. Yeah.
Rocket is his dad?
No.
No, but it was because Rocket has been through his life, like throughout the film.
Or maybe
when he said "I am Groot," he meant like Dad, like save me.
How you know that?
Cause I do my research. Dude,
Maybe
I don't play with my comic book
maybe he
news.
was saying Thanos was his dad.
No.
How would that switch the plot? Because I'm not really a comic book fan.
That was-
I'm just throwing my own stuff in
and
there.
this is why you're not a comic book fan. See, this is why I don't tell you comic book stuff.
I mean, that would be a great twist.
So
No way.
no, because I understand Groot's language now.
Okay, you understand the language of Groot. Okay.
It makes it a little bit more sadder. One of his death scenes is like one of the top 3 now. Like,
So Groot died, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
He was already made of wood, so I didn't see the.
Well, he's a tree. Okay. Bottom line, he died. The Peter Parker one had me.
Were you crying in there? Were you? It was dark in it there. Were you?
No, but
Were you
it had
crying?
me because it's like he's like Tony, you'll go blah blah blah. But he's a kid, just got to the team,
Yeah.
and now you vanished. I don't know what. To be honest with you, I don't know what Thanos really did. Besides, like the whole.
This
I
is the
understand-
only movie I've seen where the villain lives. Usually at the end of these movies, let's be real, there's good versus evil and
Right.
evil loses.
Right, and but I don't get me wrong. I understand his whole snap with the fingers thing. But I thought when he did that, I thought the whole planet was just gonna kind of.
No, he did say half the planet would die, but they would be random. So
Okay,
you
gotcha.
would
Okay,
randomly be
yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
You know? And then at the end they saw him, he was just sitting on the edge like,
Looking at
man.
the sunset.
Yeah.
He said, in a happy world,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking at the sunset
Right.
for a thankful universe.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah.
My top 3 superheroes that I really liked was Thor. He was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the interaction with Tony Stark and Strange.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still mad that Wakanda died. I mean, Black Panther and Wakanda died. They both died.
Yeah, how they gonna do
Black
that? How they
Panther
gonna give
and
us
Wakanda?
some black superheroes
They destroyed Wakanda.
and just
I mean,
destroy Wakanda?
They did both. I mean,
You know what? I'm boycotting that movie from now on. Until
And,
they bring Wakanda back.
we'll wait a year, see what happens. Captain Marvel will obviously save us. I don't know how, but she will. And yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars.
Part 2 is next year.
Part 2 is next year.
Part 2 is next year. Okay.
Marvel hasn't failed me yet. Don't continue to rise and yeah.
All right. So that's another amazing show. Where can we be reached?
We can be reached on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube.
Yep.
Follow me on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Yeah.
And
What up, Chantel? Appreciate the support.
Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. You know what it is.
And with that being said, I'm just Dad.
I'm Eli. This is the world according to Eli. And I will see you guys next week.
Peace. We are out of here. Tune in next week for more music, sports, video games.
We're going live every Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Every Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Tune in to that channel. Peace.